Star Wars Ultrabuild sets, they get a lot of hate. But there was a golden few, some standouts from the rest, and everyone loves those. Like Boba Fett, for example. I mean, he just slaps. This is such a good design. But what makes it so good? And what about the pieces that come in this set? Can they be used in your own custom creations? Let's discuss. Boba really benefits from having a helmet. A lot of the other Ultrabuild sets, the reason they get a bit of hate is because of their faces. They can be creepy, they can be uncanny, it just doesn't work. Thankfully, there's nothing to hate about this face. It's so freaking accurate. I mean, look at all of that weathering. They even included the dent at the top of the helmet. Bro, he looks sick. And I like too that you have a bar connection on the side. This lets you add in the rangefinder. And of course, because of that, it means you can lower it down. Heck yeah. It's also nice to see little stuff like accessories on his gauntlets, or cloth on his back. Even something like these system pieces that make up little pouches on his legs. They didn't need to put that in, but they did it for us. This set has an exceptional eye for detail. The same can be said for the blaster. It's a pretty close match to the source material, at least the shape of it is. And you gotta love a good projectile function. I don't care if you're 4 years old or 40 years old, this is so much fun to play with. But an unexpected pleasure in this set is the jetpack. For such a simple construction, they just nailed this design. I love too the inclusion of some of these light bluish grey ice cream cone pieces. They match the original shapes and forms of each area to a T. The jetpack can also be removed, and underneath, thankfully there is armor right here. I feel like other sets would have just left this blank. I mean, since the jetpack covers it up, you don't need anything there, right? Well, no. LEGO spared no expense, and I love that. Mate, from head to toe, this set delivers. Every square inch is accurate, and he looks downright cool. So it's safe to say the set's pretty awesome, but what about the pieces in this set? Yeah, they're pretty good too. So here's what you get and how you can use them in your own custom creations. Boba's awesome helmet. You might look at this and think, well, you can only use this on a Boba Fett mock, right? It's gonna look a little out of place on a random Bionicle. Well, not so. Max Howell uses it to give this character a larger belly. You'll notice that Max has wrapped this around a black tire. And this is good, it hides all the recognizable facial features of the mask. Now it just looks like a random sand green circle. Now it looks like a rounded belly. What a clever part use. You also get two of these shin armor pieces, and the printing on this, oh my lord, it's extraordinary. But old mate Loaf Builds, they've made the printing detail even better. He's added in some red stickers, and then that red, it beautifully flows down into these spring pieces. That transition of color looks exceptional. And that pop of yellow and now red on these shins, it's such a beautiful accent color on this creation. This is genius. Boba also comes with two sand green panel fairings. This reminds me of a mock by Vero13. You'll see this piece in dark blue making some very fancy looking robes. I mean, hey, if this looks good in dark blue, it's gonna look probably even better in sand green. Maybe you could do something similar. What a great way to use this piece. Speaking of sand green, what about the two CCBS shells that come in this set? Well, Sparky uses them on Ataka, a character that is known for having sand green in their color scheme. So we see some on the lower legs. Yeah, repeating two in a row like that, it does look pretty good. It makes for some nice armor detailing. You also see two more on the torso, and then some on the arms as well. So yeah, a lot of nice ways that these could be used. And they pair quite well with other sand green system pieces. What a good look. Up next, this piece. It makes up the bulk of Boba's blaster. You could do the same thing and turn it into a blaster if you wanted. I mean, that would look good. But why not do what Renouf has done and use this as the structure for an arm design? You've got a blaster flowing out of the end of this, you've got a blade flowing out the back. It's so stylish. One more piece, we got this bright light orange shoulder armor element. Logan W uses it for the duck bill on Scrooge McDuck. Well yeah, the shape of it is a pretty good match for this. I dig it. Or hey, why not do what Valhalla MOCs has done and use it for shoulder armor? Yes, this is exactly what Boba was doing, but in this context, it fits a knight aesthetic very well. Whereas on Boba, it looks more like sci-fi armor. It's nice to know that you can use the exact same piece in the exact same way, but depending on the context, it could have a totally different appearance and aesthetic. I like that. Oh, but easily my favorite piece in this set is this olive green cloth element. Dylan Meaves uses a bunch of these on a Hollow Knight creation, and they create some wonderful ragged robes. I mean, this looks so good. When you pair these together like this, that tattered aesthetic, it just gets better and better. Sure, you need a lot of these to do what Dylan is doing, but you know, when I opened up my set just now, I actually got 2 cloth pieces in the one set, which I believe is an error. I think you're only supposed to get 1. Maybe the same thing happened to you. So that's a look at the pieces. Now, why don't we check out a revamp of this set? This incredible upgrade is made by Boba Cat MOCs, and they've taken a bit of a different approach. You'll notice a lot of CCBS armor has been replaced with system bricks. And yet using a lot of system, it's a great way to pack in heaps of detail into a creation. You know, like previously, these red gauntlets. They were just CCBS shells. Yeah, you could put a couple accessories on them, it looked good. But this looks so much more accurate. The shaping is way better. And I think you can say the same for the feet. The colors here look so much more crisp, and you even get those little spikes on the edge. The prefab feet pieces that come in the set, they can't really accomplish that same look. The torso does look lovely on the MOC, but I mean, you know, when we look at the original printed torso, the one on the set, yeah, this is pretty awesome too. That one had details like those Wookiee braids or some of the weathering on the armor. And that kind of detail you can't quite pull off with this look. So I guess there's pros and cons for doing a more brick-built design. You can't recreate everything. But hey, apparently with system you can build a better jetpack. Dude, I thought that original one looked good. Mate, this is even better. Look at this, using minifigure Fez pieces for some of these rounded edges. That's delightful. Yeah, this is a very charming way of reimagining what was already an awesome set. System pieces will always be the perfect thing to use if you want to add a heap of detail. So that's Boba Fett, one of the standout Star Wars Ultrabuild sets. I hope you like him as much as I do. Did you like some of the MOCs I showed you today? Well, if you want to see more from those builders, be sure to take a look at the links in the description below. Links to their social media are waiting for you right there. But that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching, happy building, and bye for now.